Hmm. Good morning, everyone. I'm making sure you're here. Whew, what a setup I have. I have my wallet on the dashboard. I have that kitchen table help book behind the camera, holding the camera up. And then I have a shirt between the camera and that book to hold it up. I thought I'd do the video this way so you could see a little scenery behind me. I'm down here at the dam, and to me it's a beautiful day. It's overcast. It sounds strange to say that that's beautiful, but it's a break from that blazing hot sun we've had. And it's overcast and there's a nice breeze. Oh, well, everyone, I'm having a really rough morning, but I'm still calling you up, and God is still on the throne. I don't know how many of you saw my community post, but I posted this morning that my last two peeps passed away, and it really tore me up. When I went out there this morning to open up the coop and let them all out, I didn't hear that happy chirping sound I've been hearing every morning, and oh, your heart just sinks, when you don't hear that sound. And I knew before I opened up the door that I use to go in, I knew that they must have been dead, because every morning you hear that chirping, peeping sound as I'm making my way out to the chicken yard, and this morning I didn't hear that, and it just it really broke me up. I can't really even talk too much about it yet. I don't know. It's a mystery what has killed all of them except for the two that had drowned. And I think one went MIA. You know what? I can't remember. There was 10 of them, and so much has happened, but I know quite a few of them I had found dead in the coop, and it's just a mystery. For sure, it's not a snake, because the bodies have just been left there. A snake would have still been there, probably digesting. And also, I never had a snake even try to go after any of the eggs when the hen was broody and sitting on those eggs. And there's no way a raccoon can get in there, or a possum, or a skunk. Surely not a coyote or a bobcat. It's just a mystery, and I really can't think about it because it overwhelms me, trying to think of what could be in there. I thought at one time I narrowed it down to a weasel. I was just so sure that that's what it was. But then talking to so many people that are natives of this area in my town said they have never seen a weasel here. Even people in my landlord's family that own a landscaping business. They do landscaping, irrigation, trees, and pest control, have never gotten a call for a weasel. So I just can't, I can't think about it because I'll overthink. And let me tell you, I have a splitting headache at the moment, not a migraine, but a splitting headache. It's a combination, of the weather. Made it to church yesterday for both services, and when we got out last night and driving home, the sky was turning really dark in different areas. You could tell a storm was coming in. And we got out of church kind of early compared to normal, and I made it home, and that thunder was crashing thunder, and the sky was really dark, and you could feel, just at any minute. So I was trying to get off my church shoes, trying to get on my chicken shoes. I still had my church clothes on. I didn't even open up my trailer door because I didn't want Sadie and Monster out running around in my yard while I was trying to deal with those chickens, with everything that was going on with the weather. And I went over to the chicken coop, and everyone had gone in except for that gosling, and I was trying and trying to get it in, and it started to rain. It started to pour, and the gosling still wouldn't go in. By that time, I had to get back over into my yard and take off the chicken shoes, put on my church shoes, open the trailer door, and let Monster and Sadie out to do a quick potty because I didn't know how long the storm was going to last. And then, while I was doing that, the gosling decided to go in, so I quick put on my chicken shoes, and I'm trying not to slip because I still had on my church clothes. And because it was pouring down rain, the yard was getting slippery. Oh, someone is... I'll show you. He didn't scare me, but he surprised me. See? Oh, now can I get this? And so then I went back out in the chicken yard and locked up the gosling. And I checked on those peeps, and they were in the container with that screen on top and then a 2x4 across it. Well, that's the best I can do. Oh, there you go. Then Sadie and Monster did what they had to do, and then we all got in the house, and I was tired. I was very tired yesterday, and what did I do? After all that, I changed, and I made something quick to eat, and I stopped in Arnie's live for a little bit, and but this morning, you may notice I have on different glasses because I cannot find my glasses. And that is what triggered some of this headache. Looks like a storm is about to come. I searched all over my trailer. I've looked in the car. I even looked in the chicken coop. I looked in the chicken yard, thinking, I was so tired. Maybe those glasses just fell off my face last night, and no, I cannot find them. Thankfully, I have this pair, which is the pair that I was prescribed before the blue pair, and these help with distance, but I can't read with them, and they're not bifocal. My other ones were bifocal, and I really need to find those. Anyway, that added to everything else, and then I thought I should call my neurologist. I mentioned I've been having some neurological issues going on more frequently than normal, and it's all the brainstem disease, the Chiari. So I called to make an appointment, and I thought I brought a water. And the lady says, well, your doctor so-and-so is not in the network. We have to, this is another Aetna issue. I said, well, I had an appointment with him about a couple months ago that I had to cancel, and he was in the network. And I got into this Aetna back in the beginning of April, and they went through all my doctors to make sure, and he was in there. I asked her, when did he leave the network? She said, the beginning of the year. I said, that can't be, because before I accepted to be in Aetna, I made it clear I would not be in it if my neurologist was not in it. I mean, I've had him 11 years, and he's just so good. So she said, we can make you an appointment, but you'd have to pay probably about $700 out of pocket. Well, I don't have that money. So I said, what do I do? She said, call Aetna. I called Aetna. And I did talk with a nice lady, and she confirmed that he is in the network, so she was going to call the doctor's office. She said maybe they didn't update. And she kept me on hold, and I was looking for my glasses. And then they three-wayed me with the doctor's office. It's actually the call center you have to call, get through before you get to your doctor. That's how Baylor works. That's one bad thing about Baylor. And the call center lady said that I'm a new patient, and so I'm going to have to pay up front and get a referral from my primary doctor. I said, I'm not a new patient. I've had this neurologist 11 years. She says, no, you are a new patient, and this is how it has to be. And she was very rude. And I said, well, I just can't deal with all this right now. And we said our goodbyes. And I waited about 15 minutes, and I thought, here comes someone else picking up all his fish and stuff. I mean, I'll tell you, that wind, look, if you can you see those trees back there? Look at that. I mean, that wind. I waited, about 15 minutes, I guess it was, and I made a cup of tea, green tea, and I said, I just feel like I should call the doctor's office back again. Of course, like I say, you call the call center, and so you, oh my, there's the bridge that goes over the dam, which has been closed since 9/11, but the Corps of Engineers, which I guess owns or runs all this, has been doing work up there, and they got guys out there now that are trying to, what's the word? Not bungee cord, but they're trying to stabilize two porta potties. One just about blew over, and they got 4 guys up there pushing the 2 porta potties together, and always getting rope. I wonder if I can show you. I'll have to turn this way. Let's see. Can you see this? Oh, maybe this way. I mean, why would you want to see that anyway? But can you see up there 2 trucks? Oops. 2 trucks, and then the porta potties. Okay. Starting to rain. So I did call back. My videos are all over the place. I did call back the call center, and I got a different person, a very nice person, and said, you're an established patient. And she says, all of us at the call center take responsibility for one another, so I want to apologize to you for the mix-up of my colleague. But you are an established patient, your neurologist is in the network, and I can schedule you for next Friday. So not this Friday coming, but the next Friday I go. And so I says to her, could you do me another favor? When I was trying to schedule that appointment, the lady asked, why would I like to be seen, and asked about symptoms and things. And so I mentioned some things, and she flagged it and sent the message as urgent to the neurologist nurse. And I told this second call center lady that I talked to, I said, it's not urgent. I don't want to take his time or the nurse's time to see that flag and feel like they have to call me back and get me in even today. I said, if things were that bad, I would be at the emergency room. And she says, well, I cannot not flag it because that's this particular neurologist's protocol for certain things. And a couple of those certain things were things I had mentioned, not knowing that he has this protocol for them to flag. But she said, I can add a note to it that this is not something new for you. It's just happening more often. Now see, the rain stopped. And you, oh, Hello? um, she said, I'll just leave a note that you don't feel like it's urgent, like you need to be seen right now, that you can wait until that date that she got me in. So I thanked her for that. So it has been a morning. I'm praying that God just helps me to find those glasses. This is part of the issue. You know, I've mentioned to you the brain fog. It's happening a lot more. And sometimes, I just bit my tongue. Sometimes I will be in traffic. I'll be at a red light, stopped. And it will be the longest red light in Texas, I think. And I won't be on my phone. You know, I'll be just at that red light. But I feel like my car is moving, and I'm just constantly just checking that brake that I'm not rolling into the car ahead of me. It's an awful feeling. And it doesn't happen all the time, but it's something new. That is new. And I need to let the neurologist know. I don't know how many of you are familiar with occipital neuralgia. I can't really say it, but it's a stabbing pain in your scalp, in your eye. I've had it before, and then it went away, but it has come again, and I don't know why. But you know what? God knows, and God's still on the throne, and He can be trusted no matter what. Now I am behind on showing Happy Mail from Nana caLLin, and I hope that she doesn't feel offended or slighted, or I hope she don't leave my channel. She sent me squares and some craft things that I can use in Sunday school, or I can put them in the Sunday school cabinet for any of us teachers to use, and I just have not made that video yet. But I did thank her, and I will get to it, Nana caLLin. But I did do a video, or I showed a picture of squares that, oh, I'm thirsty. That caLLin and Dennis and their little chihuahua Zoe had sent me. And I forgot to show the card. She sent that cute card and said, "Hi Miguel, I found a skein of the frosty green in my yarn stash, as well as some purple. So here are more squares that I made for you. Hope this helps with your blanket. I really love your videos, car chats, and seeing what you're making, as well as the pets. Your videos always brighten my day. Thanks for being a wonderful friend. I'm so happy. Crochet and YouTube brought us together. I'm not crying. I got a raindrop. Take care. Talk soon. Love always, your friends, caLLin, Dennis, and Zoe." So her website is all yarned up. She says, "I just have my Instagram and crochet website now all yarned up." So this will go on my Happy Mail bulletin board. And oh, Nana caLLin. Now I'm confused. Well, here's a postcard. I guess it was Nana caLLin that sent me a postcard. It's somebody, oh, I know, it's Laura Lee. I'm sorry. Laura Lee sent me squares in Sunday school, craft things that I can use in Sunday school, and I need to do her video. This postcard came from Nana caLLin. You know, I'm doing a postcard exchange, so I got to send her one. This is real pretty, from Oklahoma. Bricktown Canal, Oklahoma City. Located just east of downtown Oklahoma City, you will find Bricktown, one of Oklahoma City's major entertainment and dining districts with a turn-of-the-century charm. Miguel, hoping your day is filled with blessings. Just a hello from Oklahoma to my brother in Christ, Nana caLLin. Isn't that nice? So remember, if you're wanting to swap a postcard with me, go to my About page and you can get my email, and then you could email me. I have a few postcards that I need to get out. I am still doing my water bottle holders, my crossbody. I need to just attach the strap to that one, and then I can show you. And I was looking a few days ago at Michael's and Joanne for a green in cotton, but I wanted a shade of green that looks like a succulent. And all that Michael's had none, and then the Joanne only had a green that was a teal. That's more like in the blue family. I don't think that that particular shade of teal looks like a succulent. But what I'm wanting to make is, I'm sure you've seen those coasters. They have them, they're flowers, and then they have succulents, and they're coasters. So you make them, and then you crochet a basket. And the way that you fold them up and put them in the basket, it looks like a bouquet of flowers or like a succulent arrangement. Well, everyone knows I love succulents. And I was thinking that would be really fun to make. And it's simple. I've watched a couple tutorials, but I didn't have that, that green. So I'm going to check the Walmart here and see if they have a cotton green that looks like a succulent color. And let's see. I was trimming a couple more squares, and then I put that to the side while I was trying to get these crossbody water bottle holders so I could try to sell those. So I could fix my car AC. I'm on the fence about if my two silky hens go broody, I may just collect all the eggs and not let them hatch, because this has just taken a toll on me. Until I can get, Tractor Supply has those very small rabbit hutches. And I'm thinking one of those would work just great if I hatch peeps again. I'd have to wait for them to get really marked down because they're a lot. And I have seen one or two a couple of times on Facebook Marketplace, and some people said they did use them for peeps, but they weren't here in my town. They weren't that far away, but that was one thing. They weren't right here in Wiley. And the second thing was, I don't think those two that I saw on Facebook would fit in my car. I can never, ever find someone with a truck when I need it. But the ones at Tractor Supply would fit in my car. But I just wonder if you can buy those ones that they have already put together. My hands, that's another story. I'm going for an MRI in July. This, something not too good has shown up, but... Well, I guess I'm going to let you go. Everyone's coming down here to check out the little bit of rain we're getting. Those men got those porta potties secured. You don't want one of them blowing over and down into the parking lot. Well, I'm going to let you go, everyone. 24 minutes. And still ticking, so I don't know. All right. Everyone, have a great day. Thanks for putting up with this video.